It's very slow because it's very windy and raining here. So, so there we go. Okay. I only took 40 seconds today. Which when you're starting things, 40 seconds can be a long time. Actually, I need something up here, don't I? So it's out of balance. My aesthetics is like, no, not loving it. All right, welcome to Wednesday, the 18th of September. Today at 12:33 Australian Eastern, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, in Virgo and Pisces. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? How are you feeling with your five planets in Pisces? Is this hitting you directly in anything? Um, you know, you know. So it's an interesting one, isn't it? All right. So, you know, I was talking with Annie today. It's Wednesday. Now, you don't manifest, you don't do magic. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? No magic, no manifesting during an eclipse. Good morning, Kara. However, you can sit and listen and ponder. Panicky and anxious. All right, okay. So, oh, thank you. What? Oh, yeah. Well, Mercury is opposing Saturn. So that's part of this, Jay, is if you are feeling holdups, have a look at what you're missing. All right. The universe is either still creating something or there is a detail that is not yet complete. So so Saturn is holding it back. Mercury, don't forget, at this time in Virgo is like full speed, and Saturn's like, whoa the fuck up there, buddy. Whoa the fuck up there, because it's an eclipse as well. So, yesterday I was talking about those shadow aspects that were coming up. The moon has no light during an eclipse. It's not a full eclipse. It's only a partial, and it's over South America, so we don't get to see it. However, it's just bringing up those shadow things. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So, like I said, it's not time to consciously manifest or consciously do things. Good morning, Alicia. It's time to just sit and listen. And, like us with Pisces or Virgo or Gemini, Sag, even those, the mutables, it's time to just like chill the fuck out. All right. So I actually did just change the words. I had something completely, well, not completely different written, but I mean, the day starts off with unsettled feelings. Yes, we are feeling that. And maybe there's some confusion because the moon, it's an eclipse, it's a full moon, and it's conjunct Neptune. So the details are confusing, and we could just feel off. And what are those shadow fears that you have about yourself? Those subconscious fears, all right? So whether it's I'm not worthy or it's an eclipse, it could be, there could be some sort of past life aspect that is coming up into your awareness that you, like I said, be sitting and listening is okay, because all you're doing is allowing that the universe to speak to you. You're not trying to do anything, you're not trying to manipulate the energy, you're just sitting and listening. All right, so grab your pen and paper and write that shit down, because it could be that there's past life stuff coming through and you're like not even aware of it. And I'm saying that because I had that experience this morning and I was like, oh my God. All right, I'm listening. All right, so now think of it as your cup is full. What needs to be emptied so that you can put fresh water in? All right. It's time for pondering, listening, and trusting that this is what is meant to be happening. So, and as far as that Mercury opposition Saturn goes, in the uncertainty, look for the things that may have been missed. So, so this is the first eclipse that's happening. The next one is going to be a new moon eclipse in Libra. All right. So we're going from this Virgo Pisces stuff to, like having, like analyzing the, oh my God, hot flush. Whew. Having them this morning, pretty full on. All right. So we're gone from this, this Virgo aspect where we're analyzing, where we're looking at things from a healthy perspective. Think of that self-care sort of axis, service to others, and then that Pisces subconscious automatic behavior that we do. All right. So Saturn there is like, we're rewriting the narrative. And so just by analyzing the shadow that comes forth, we can do the work. I know. It's so full on lately, Kathy, and I've been so good. No alcohol. I'm doing all the right things, and it's just hot flush city. All right, so the next one I didn't write the date down. Oh, I can't remember. All right, the next one is the new moon eclipse in Libra. Now, it is tightly, the sun is exactly conjunct Lilith, all right, which is also very tightly conjunct Mercury, right? So they are all in Libra and they are looking to Venus in Scorpio, all right? So, you know, while we're analyzing these subconscious things right now, as it unfolds over the next 2 weeks, it culminates in how we are viewing our relationships. All right. So Venus in Scorpio, she's preparing to go down into those depths. All right. So she is on this soul journey, looking at how her previous patterns have created the relationships she has now. So we're going back to, hey Anne Marie, how are you? So, there's a lot of shadow. Like, I even got the Scorpio cards out today because I feel like, these next couple of weeks, like I was saying yesterday, soon as the sun moves into Libra on the 22nd in 4 days, we have Venus moving into Scorpio. We have Venus square Pluto. Then we have, eventually, shortly after that, Mercury is going to move into Scorpio. We're coming into Scorpio season, baby. It's time for us to get prepared. All right. We need to be doing the self work to reinforce yourself for this downward journey. All right. It is coming. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us Scorpios, this is why I am experienced in this because I am a Scorpio with Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the Sun in Scorpio and a Sagittarian moon. All right, so I am experienced enough to be guiding you through these experiences. All right, in the places where the shadow comes up, we just need to sort of realize that there are cupboards or storage units deep in our soul where we have placed those old hurts that continue to rattle those doors to be let out. All right, so we have these stories from the past that influence our present. Yeah, there we go. Boom shakalaka. So you know what I mean? Like get prepared, all right? I'll just so when this eclipse happens today, like I said, no manifesting, just sit and listen and allow the universe to tell you what you need to be prepared for the next 2 weeks, all right? Or even the next month, because so the sun in Libra, it's colored by Venus in Scorpio. So, the sun might be wearing a pretty sundress, but she's got like exotic lingerie underneath that dress. So, these are the flavors that are coming, ladies. So get your fishnets out and get prepared to embody that Lilith in relationships. Where are these things that have been left unsaid? Good morning, Sally. Where is this depth and intensity and strong flavor of femininity that you may not have expressed in past times? All right, because like I said, the sun is at 10 degrees for the next eclipse and Lilith is at 10 degrees. Mercury is at 11 degrees. This is all about relationships and balance and how you work with people. So, by analyzing these subconscious things that are coming out in the shadow today of the eclipse, you get to see, good morning, Julie. You get to see, the the oh my God, the reverberations, the pebble dropped into the water, and over the next couple of weeks you're seeing the flavor of what's going to come your way. So, oh my God. So yeah, I mean it's not all that intense, but I mean today, like I said, the eclipse is at 12:33 right now, or at 9 a.m. we have the moon in Pisces in conjunct Libra. All right, so there's already some tension with, whether it's the feminine aspect or the people that you love. You could have just it's a full moon. Like, even if it's not an eclipse and it's a full moon, so there's already that highlight and discomfort because things need to be released. Like I said, think of this as your cup is already full, but you need to tip some shit out so that you can refill that cup with fresh water. Not saying you have to do that today, but it's coming. And with the sun's aspects with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, these are long range and longer term events that are unfolding. The Uranus makes it all bright and sparkly. The Neptune makes it a little bit confusing, and the Pluto will eventually bring that clarity and the ultimate truth of the matter. Like these, don't be surprised and shocked by the Uranus, because it's a trine to Uranus. That's helpful. It's a trine to Pluto. That's helpful. The full moon is just making it confusing. The Neptune is making it confusing. And Saturn is saying to Mercury, make sure that what you're saying is factual and real, because these have long-term repercussions. And are you just undoing a story from the past? So, I mean, look, ultimately as well, we've got that Jupiter in Gemini, all right? So that awareness, sextile Chiron in Aries, so ultimately our knowledge is helping us heal as an individual. So, blah, 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 blah. Let's do one of these cards today just because. All right. What card needs to... Oh, rejection. Oh, I like this one. All right, so she's looking pretty buxom there. Let's have a look. And isn't that such a Venus in Scorpio theme right there? Rejection. All right, card number 13 for those that like the cards. All right. Use rejection to grow, expand, and build yourself. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilize you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. If you're a writer and you send your articles or a book to a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognizing that there is someone out there who is more suited to you. And that's in general. Like, what I'm feeling right now is, we're feeling this really heartfelt space right now. And just like Saturn, Mercury, use the restriction as a maybe there's other things coming up. Like it says, there's something out there more suited to you. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down and become suspicious. Then they hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their calling and heal. By picking this card, you are being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make that same mistake again. Or, yeah, that's it. And, this is the flavor, ladies. I mean, in the words I wrote, just trust that what we're experiencing is meant to be what is happening. The universe is unfolding our lives every single day. And when we get these eclipse sort of patterns, you know, it's just like a little opportunity for the universe to go, you know, look at this, so that that Uranus trine can help you steer you to a new path, can help you fill water into your cup with what is required. It was card number 13, rejection, Sally, from the Heal Yourself cards. I think you've got those ones. Number 13. So yeah, there we go. So just sit, you know, if you are feeling that overwhelm, just sit and take a couple of deep breaths and just trust. I know it's hard to trust when you're feeling like caca, but you know, things are going to unfold and you will be okay. So lots of love to everybody today. I hope you just cruise through. Oh, beautiful, Sally, beautiful. Yeah, cruise through. Tomorrow feels like a better day. You know, looking at tomorrow, just the words is, this feels like the start of a journey. So one that you may not know the destination, you might not know what to pack, but you're excited that something is going to move. So, all right, guys. Oh, hang on. Oh, and the moon moves into Aries at 7:24 p.m. So that energy is going to shift completely from the eclipse to an Aries energy at 7:30 p.m. So, yay. Mwah. Accountability people, 9:30 class is on from yesterday. So thank you. Bye.